Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Chuds Reviews where I bring you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And today we're talking about Arkham Origins. Yes, the redheaded stepchild of the Arkham series video games. No offense to stepchilds or redheaded people out there. But this is the game in which was delivered to the audience, to the people of the world, in between Arkham City and Arkham Knight. As like a hold off to Arkham Knight, so the main studio could get enough time to finish Arkham Knight. So a side studio, Montreal, I think, something Montreal, Warner Bros. I don't know who the fuck makes this game. Rocksteady, Montreal, uh, makes Arkham Origins. So it's like a side studio, and this game came out with a lot of hate because it one reused a ton of assets, like the city itself. It just threw a snowy blanket over it, and also the combat is obviously the same as everything. And they didn't really, um, build like upon the foundation that Arkham City had already came out with, and same with Arkham Asylum. Check out my Arkham series reviews. I should put them in the description or in the top comment in the down below, or just check out my channel. Or if don't, it's all right. But anyway, Arkham Origins. Yeah, what is this? This is Batman's like first little. Not he's like in year 1 or 2 of being Batman, and this night Black Mask. Roman Sionis hires or puts out a bounty on Batman's head on Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve night, basically Christmas morning, whatever, very late at night. He puts this bounty on Batman for like 5 million, and all these assassins, like there's like 8 assassins, and basically Batman villains come to kill Batman. And it's pretty interesting. It's a way to bring all these characters together. I actually do kind of like the premise. But basically, all these characters, it's like how he meets them for the first time. That's including like the Joker, Bane, Deathstroke, Firefly. Basically, everyone he meets them for the first time. So it's kind of ironic that that's how that goes. But it is what it is. It's very comic booky. Also, when this game came out, it had a ton of issues, especially on PC. I played it on a base PS4, and it ran okay. I wouldn't say okay. I say it ran good. Didn't crash ever. Just lost frames here and there, but nothing, no bugs, no glitches, nothing like that. So it runs good now. They fixed that, and we got also different voice actors here. It's not Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy. It's Roger Craig Smith as Batman, which I could almost barely even tell the difference, which is kind of nuts there. And then we have Troy Baker as the Joker. You could definitely tell the difference there, but he is giving it his all, and it's actually two worthy performances that aren't to like be snared at. They're good. It's well done. It accomplishes what it set out to be. It proves itself to be. It's worth it. Especially because this game, one of its flaws is it can kind of delve into just being another Joker story, whether you're tired of that or not. Especially if you don't buy Troy Baker's Joker. But I bought it and I liked it, and it's a young Joker. And it's a younger Batman, like I said. And I kind of like aspects of that. Like I said, since it's a younger Batman, he's adversaries with James Gordon and the police officers in general, so you're fighting with them. Um, and also, you and Alfred don't necessarily. You guys get along, but Alfred's still kind of handling the whole you becoming Batman thing. And it's just. I didn't like it at first because it's like, holy shit, Batman and Alfred aren't getting along. That's so weird. But it actually made a point by the end of the movie, or the game, to resolve that and be really fulfilling. So I actually really enjoyed that part of the game, and also the detective shit in Arkham Origins. Every review says this about Arkham Origins, but the detective shit here, the way to replay back crime scenes, is superior than any of the Arkham games. It's just they nailed the detective shit right, and they get some like I said, heart to heart moments with Alfred, good moments with James Gordon, and kind of building that relationship. The boss fights in this game are actually pretty solid as well. You start off, I think, with a Deathstroke boss fight, which is probably the highlight or second best boss fight in the entire game. It's Deathstroke for one. I can't really remember him in any of the other Arkham games. At least if he was just a fucking side mission. And this, he's a mission, main man. You don't get much story on him, obviously, but the fight with him is challenging. It's good. I liked it. Memorable. It's just it throwback to really good Arkham City boss fights, pretty much. Arkham Knight lost all the boss fights. They got rid of them. Arkham Origins still has them, so it's good. We'll see what other boss fights are there. There's like a Copperhead one. She's okay. There was a Mad Hatter side mission I did that wasn't really a boss fight, but it was actually really good. All the other side missions, not really too worth it, not anything special. What the hell's that? Oh, that's my facial hair. But anyway, yeah, the side missions are kind of meh. I would just, if you're gonna play this game, like if you're teetering, this video is for people if they're teetering on playing this game. If you played the other Arkham games and you're like, damn, do I want to get some more Arkham and new Arkham and play Origins, or do I want to replay one of the other games? I would actually suggest playing Origins if you haven't played that one and you played the rest. Just get it out there. Just get it through your system. If you've never played any Arkham games, this isn't a terrible one to start at. They kind of throw you in there with really loose tutorials because they think you've played other Arkham games already. But they do kind of tell you what to do. But other than that, it does set up Arkham Asylum a little bit. And like I said, it's just the least polished Arkham game by far. I mean, even though it didn't crash and there were no bugs and glitches, I do remember just constantly thinking it doesn't feel polished, it doesn't feel neat, it doesn't feel clean all the time. Especially like lip sync and shit like that, and just frames and pop-ins and stuff like that. But overall, like I said, it's not the worst. It's not a terrible game. It's not even a bad game. I think it's slightly above average. I really enjoyed the whole. I just enjoyed the time period that it's early in Batman's career, early in Joker's career. It's Christmas Day. All that shit really hits. It's just they reuse a lot of the city. They reuse a lot of the fighting, even though there are some new villains, like Bane has some villains in there that you gotta like tear their gas shit off while you're fighting them. I thought that was pretty interesting, but that's kind of it that I can think of. And also one of the boss fights is really cool with Bane. It's basically like the Mr. Freeze boss fight from Arkham City, but imagine if like a big ass rage monster was coming after you and stopping you from basically what I mean by the Mr. Freeze fight is that when you would sneak attack him one way, he stops you from doing it that way. You got to learn a new way to do it, and it happens like 3 or 4 times. Imagine that with a giant rage monster. It's actually kind of cool. I really enjoyed the Bane fight in this. At least one of them. You kind of fight him a few times, which is it. Yeah, and the fact that Bane is so heavily kind of a fucking villain in this is kind of weird. It's fucking Bane. I don't know. Firefly also makes an appearance in like the main story boss fight, which I kind of felt kind of dragged the experience on, but I did like it. I don't know. That was probably my least favorite boss fight actually was Firefly. I like the reason he showed up. Assassins are after Batman. People can just show up. Shit just can just happen. But just the fight itself was fucking lame. You just kind of throw your batarangs at him a lot, and it is just kind of poorly done. But every other boss fight was pretty unique, very unique from each other, and cool and good. Like I said, only flaws is the game's not very polished. You're reusing a lot of assets. The game isn't extremely memorable. It's cliche at times and kind of like hard to believe. Like I said, all these villains coming together. But it does do the one night, overnight with Christmas Batman, and just, I don't know, it was okay. It's a slightly above average game to me. My final verdict is a 6 out of 10. I think it is a play if you're a fucking Batman fan, if you're a comic book fan, definitely a Batman fan. Play all the Arkham games. Don't miss out on Origins. It's not a perfect game. Neither is Arkham Asylum. You should still play them all if you enjoy it. If not, just play Arkham City and Arkham Knight, and those are the most relevant, up-to-date ones. Just fucking get some Batman Arkham games in your lungs, in your blood. Just trust me, do it. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. Let me know if you ever tried out Arkham Origins, and it's okay today. It holds up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.